Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Well, we have two terrific teams facing off in this one. Clark, would you say this is a measuring stick game?
I would think so, Kevin. I mean, certainly these teams will use it as a barometer for themselves. They both feel like they can play with anybody, so the confidence is not lacking. And these are two top-flight teams, and actually I'm anxious to see which one of them will come out on top in this one.
I agree. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Gordon is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Harden, and it's Ennis in at the center position. And it's Gordon missing. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Takes the three. He can't get that one. Simmons against Rivers. Pass to Harden. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside, Redick. Rivers against Simmons. That's a two from Butler. Another miss by Philadelphia. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. He said one of the challenges they face in this matchup is the shot blockers. He said we've got to use pump fakes and get their guys up in the air. Anything that helps us convert close-in looks, or at the very least, get to the line. Kevin?
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
For sure. I mean, they have to be ready to adapt. The only way to break down this defense is to show them a lot of different looks.
Redick with the bucket.
Very dangerous from outside the arc as he's been throughout his career. All Redick needs is a little separation, and he's golden.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Here is Harden, outside Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Butler kicks to Embiid. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Over Gordon. They get the rebound. Chandler, no good. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jacks up a three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from three, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now here's Simmons. Butler from outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth. Guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. The pass to Chandler. Here's Simmons. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A dependable passer. Chandler doesn't just look to score. I mean, he's also good at finding his open teammates.
Harden finds Tucker. Back to Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on J.J. Redick.
You know, James Harden, the leading isolation scorer in the league for the last 3 years plus. He's taken it to a whole new level, almost 12 points a game in isolation in 2018. And his efficiency, the best in the game, is off the charts.
first free throw is good. And it's interesting, isn't it? Isolation, one-on-one basketball has lost favor league-wide, but Harden flips that logic on its head.
Yeah, it can still be a little frustrating to watch at times, Kevin, but it reminds me a bit of the way that Steph Curry changed the definition of a good shot, his deep range and marksmanship from long distance. Now more and more players are shooting it from that deep. Harden is changing the definition of a good possession because he's just so talented at making the toughest shots look easy.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Harden inside the three-point line, misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Free throw drops for Harden.
You take a look at the Rockets offense and they've become lean and mean. Very few mid-range shots, no long twos. It's all threes and points in the paint. They keep their menu tight and it works for them.
Harden hits them both. And you talked about the Rockets' focus offensively. It's all on Harden and Chris Paul.
Yeah, they're the main shot creators for that offense. Everybody else better be happy spotting up, setting picks and rolling, and scoring in transition. The Beard and CP are going to have the ball in their hands most of the time. You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor. Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And for Simmons, missing his rookie year due to the injury, but he showed he was worth the wait.
No doubt. And you just don't see players with his skills and his body type come around that often, Kevin. I mean, he started quickly out of the gates and took over the Rookie of the Year award race almost immediately.
And he's good on the second. Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angles. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
Now, here's Redick. He has 7. Kicks it to Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot. Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponents' field goal percentage last year.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Simmons against Rivers to the paint. It's stolen by Ennis. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Harden. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But I think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
Now Tucker. James Harden missing on the three. That's a 2 from Gordon, and too long on the shot.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now here's Butler after Eric Gordon's miss. Pass to Simmons. Clock is at 3. The shot will not fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Over Butler. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Rivers. Gordon's got 5 now.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
For the 3, Chandler. The shot will not fall. The Rockets trail. Harden outside. Pass to Rivers. And stolen by Simmons. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Embiid's got his second basket of the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Clark, give us a little insider's look. Which players do you look at as gamers? You know, guys who are always ready to put out extra effort and go the extra mile.
Man, there's so many guys that fall into that category, Kevin. It's almost unfair to try to pull some names out, but you look at the way they play, guys like Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant is much that way. He gives great effort and energy to his craft. Steph Curry is a little different, but still provides that and plays with such an exuberance and joy. You know, Marcus Smart is a guy who I think does all the little intangible things that just have a way of making a positive impact on his team. So I don't have enough time to give you the full list, but those are a few of the guys that come to mind.
Yeah, great example. And the 76ers last season making it to the conference semifinals, Clark, before they were dispatched by the Boston Celtics.
And I guarantee you, Kevin, if you told any fan that would be their fate at the start of the season, they'd have banked that and went with it. Team had a great learning experience as they got past Miami and then lost to the Celtics. I think this group will be highly motivated to take the next step going forward.
The first one falls.
You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drive and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. And it's Green missing. Simmons against Rivers. The feed now to Muscala. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And I like watching Simmons go to work down low. I mean, with his length and strength, there aren't many guys that can keep up with him down there.
Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And Philadelphia making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Out to the right wing. Shamet, guarded by Green. He gives them a double-digit lead. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Shamet, guarded by Green. Just 5 to shoot. Shamet. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Outside, Green. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Count it.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the basket by Nene. 1:24 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
To the paint, taken away by Nene. Butler against Green. Butler with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Rockets with the rebound. Rivers has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Green against Butler. 6 to shoot. Here's Rivers. From down in the low post, it goes. And now it's just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Shamet, guarded by Green. Great D that time from Green. And the pass to Rivers.
That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back right after this. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
And for the Rockets, we've got Rivers, also Green out there. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. They're running. Outside, Green. Now here's Rivers. He's covered by McConnell. From 10 feet out, Rivers can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 4. McConnell scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Shamet, guarded by Green. Clock at 4. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. From past the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Butler, no good. Butler against Green. Clark. Passes it to Rivers. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown. Rivers has got 7.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Back to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Inside. Outside Butler. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. And the rebound goes to Nene.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Outside Butler. Shamet. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Rivers with it. 7 points in the game. Green, the pass to Clark. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside Butler. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out left to the wing. Unloads from 13. But they recover it. And he gets it to go. Muscala's got his first basket.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
Timeout called, the Rockets. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even-keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. Outside Butler for 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way.
And, you know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Here's Gordon. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon against Butler. A second chance effort and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Eric Gordon, top 3 in the league, and three-pointers made the last 2 seasons running.
Yeah, he's done it 2 years in a row now, making over 200 triples in a season while coming off the bench. Impressive.
And the first one at the line is good. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
The 76ers leading. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And Tucker has it in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Chandler scanning the floor. The 3 gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And that's an area of his game that he keeps working on, which is good to see. Chandler, not a great outside shooter, but getting better. It helps when he knocks down those threes.
Harden finds Rivers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Redick against Harden. Outside Butler. Embiid against Harden. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Joel Embiid has a nice shooting touch and does not lack for confidence and seems to be getting better in the mid-range area.
Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Chandler. Goes back up. Here's Gordon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When you're guarding Gordon, you've got to be careful. He excels at drawing fouls and playing through contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Both shots good from the stripe. And you look at James Harden, Coach Mike D'Antoni, and the Rocket front office. It really does seem like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I think the alignment of the front office and coaching staff really in harmony. And a star in Harden, who's the best in the world at delivering in that system. Chris Paul part of the mix too. That's a pretty good fit, it looks like to me.
Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Chandler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here. Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
The first one falls. And the steps, Clark, the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
Both free throws good from Tucker. And Philadelphia has possession. Outside Butler, the three. The rebound by Harden. The Rockets trail. Down low, Chandler with the steal. Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. Outside Butler. He kicks to Embiid. Over Ennis. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And Harden with the basket on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got 4 assists in the game.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice.
And that one's good by Butler.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Rivers kicks to Ennis. Redick against Harden. Beyond the arc. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. The three from Harden gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
And it's Gordon missing.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Simmons against Rivers. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. And here's Harden. He's got 16. Yep, it counts. 18 points for him.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
And Simmons kicks to Chandler. Outside, Redick. Now Butler. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Good looking shot there from Butler, showing off the nice touch.
Here is Harden. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Gordon against Chandler. Back to Simmons. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. No good that time. Houston in the lead. Outside Gordon. Kicks it to Harden. 1:37 left in the first half. Drains the three-pointer.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Ennis on the double team. Here's Embiid. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
Free throw no good for Rivers. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attacking of the cup.
Harden against Redick. Harden kicks to Clark. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Clark's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 76ers trail by 7. Simmons passes to Redick. Bounce pass Embiid. Here's Simmons. And it comes off the front of the rim. And for Houston, they're shooting just 39% in the second quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rivers kicks to Clark. Trying his luck deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Embiid. And so it's the Houston Rockets, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. They were a finely tuned unit in the second quarter, easily outscoring their counterparts and getting in front by 7 points at the end of the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, what we saw from James Harden, absolutely crushed it in the first half. Using his size, power, quickness, but what really separates him, outstanding creativity with the ball in his hands.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
We welcome you back to Philadelphia, a town full of history. That's City Hall right there with the statue of William Penn perched atop it. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. And Simmons kicks to Chandler. To the inside. It's stolen by Ennis. It's Harden with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Gordon against Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Simmons trying to get open. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Butler.
What a nice touch on the floater. Butler has perfected that shot, has it down to a science.
Gordon for 3. That one doesn't go. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They get it again. And that one's good. Simmons got 16.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
Harden against Redick, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And in their own words, the Houston Rockets obsessed with beating the Warriors.
Couldn't quite get over the hump in the Western Conference Finals, but they gave the Dubs everything they could handle. Hopefully a rivalry that will continue to excite fans for seasons to come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's Simmons. He's got 16. Chandler outside. Back to Simmons. Embiid inside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Rivers scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Outside Butler. The 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Sinks that one from the post. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Redick against Harden. Tucker the pass to Ennis. In the corner, it's Gordon. Lock at 6. And it's good off the back rim and in. 11 points in the game.
Must respect the jumper of Gordon. I mean, he's got the confidence of his teammates to shoot it from there. You got to get to him.
Butler from outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rockets leading by 4. It's deflected. Embiid with the steal. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
That one is off.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And you know, P.J. Tucker drafted back in 2006. Wow, that's a dozen years ago already. But, you know, he spent a handful of seasons in Europe early on refining his game. A good move for him. Came back with a three-point shot that's become the foundation of his offensive arsenal.
Bucket is good.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And P.J. Tucker, a 6'6" player, a combo forward, really versatile.
You know, in some ways that used to be a backhanded compliment, but his combination of strength and quickness and his rebounding ability. I mean, this guy is tenacious at chasing down loose pumpkins and plays defensively either forward position quite strongly. So a lot of value from P.J. Tucker.
It's Harden with the drive. Gordon trying to break loose. Harden, no good. The 76ers trailed by 4. It's stolen by Ennis. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. 13 points for Eric Gordon. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Been tremendous, Greg. I mean, both in terms of getting to the stripe and then knocking him down once he's there. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Free throw good from Harden. Mike Muscala is checked in for Philadelphia. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge for an update on Wilson Chandler. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers gave me the status. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Pass to Embiid. Over Ennis. Embiid kicks to Butler. Here's McConnell. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets leading by 4 to the inside. Here's Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half. Inside, Shamet, good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Harden outside, over McConnell. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
To the middle. It's rebounded by Houston. On the wing, Eric Gordon, defended by Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the strike.
What a contribution at the line so far, going 10 for 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for James Harden. The 76ers trail by 8. McConnell kicks to Butler. That one doesn't drop. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly. The good and bad times. Was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
Now here's McConnell, guarded by Harden. Pass to Embiid. Shamet, and he goes in for the dunk.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And it's Clark in the corner. To the inside. Nunley passes to Green. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Butler. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Butler's got 19 points.
I think Butler catches folks off guard there, pulling up off the dribble. They're thinking he's going to take it to the hoop, and he got it.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And, you know, when you watch Embiid, he just oozes with limitless potential. You think about his size and his shooting touch. He can do just about anything he wants to. Tremendous athleticism. If he can stay healthy, I think he can be a dominant player in this league for years to come.
The pass to Clark. To the paint. Kicks it out to Harden. Passes to Clark. He tries for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Embiid already voted in as an all-star starter for the East. In his second full season, he has hit the ground running.
Yeah, and you talk about him creeping towards 25 and 11 averages at his age. That's just otherworldly. I mean, when he hits his prime, again, contingent upon his health, this guy's going to be an absolute load.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Green. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Shamet, guarded by Green. Offensive rebound. Houston leading by 5. Harden with it. 37 points for him. Pass to Nunley from the arc. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
McConnell kicks to Butler. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Nunley, defended by Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Harden outside. He kicks to Clark. Pass to Nunley. Houston moving the ball around. Harden, that's good.
And, you know, Harden is super reliable from outside the arc. He's got that sweet lefty stroke, and it's a thing of beauty to watch.
McConnell finds Butler. The 76ers with another miss. And it's Houston's ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Harden draws the double. And that one's good by Clark.
Timeout.
Clark's got 5.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And he has not been on his game here. He is forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Austin Rivers comes in for Gerald Green. And Chandler, here we go. Some solid defense there by Nene. Harden the pass to Nunley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers trail by 15. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Back to Simmons. Nails the baby hook. He's got 18.
I like the variety pack offense that Simmons gives you. A little bit of everything. I mean, and that's huge for his team. When you're guarding him, it's almost pick your poison.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rivers. Harden scanning the floor.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Simmons against Rivers. Here's Embiid, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Embiid's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Redick against Harden. Here's Rivers. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Simmons left side. Here's Embiid. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Rockets on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers trail by 13. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden out there with Rivers. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Nene. And it's Nunley in at the small forward. Redick for 3. Rebound that time collected by Nunley. Rocket shooting here about 46% for the game. Rivers gets a wide open look. And that one comes up a bit short.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Harden the pass to Nunley. Here's Nene, and Chandler sends it back. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. He feeds it to Simmons. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Chandler dishes to Simmons. Count the basket. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, I think he's been a steady, reliable option so far, but it's not enough. They need him to take charge, be more assertive on the offensive end.
The pass to Nunley. With the floater. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the 76ers making a change here. Muscala's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Rockets leading by 7. Rivers finds Harden, and good that time. Harden's got 42 in the game.
And, you know, he's been their go-to guy. Smart at knowing what shots to take, when to take them. Plays with really a perfect pace.
Embiid, the pass to Muscala. Offensive rebound. Back to Embiid. Chandler against Gordon. Clock at 6. Pass to Embiid. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's big boy strength. Real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
Harden draws the double. And Embiid with the block. Outside, Simmons. Down low. Pass to Muscala. Shoots over Tucker. Muscala misses. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 44.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Chandler, no good. Houston leading by 9. Harden outside. Here's Rivers. And Embiid with the block.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
Chandler outside. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Rivers kicks to Harden. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Redick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you just love the way that J.J. Redick moves on offense. He keeps his defender occupied, constantly on the lookout for operating room to get his shot off. He comes off screens extremely well, uses angles and craftiness. Terrific off-the-ball movement by one of the best shooters in the league.
That free throw missing. And for Redick in his movement on offense, Clark, most know him as a shooter, but he does so much more.
Yeah, he does. He moves well without the ball. He's a better defender than he gets credit for. He's a guy that can put it on the deck now and drive when you close out to him poorly. His game has grown really quite nicely, and we know what he is as a shooter, a laser.
And he sinks the second. Here is Harden. He dishes it to Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Timeout called, the 76ers. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, hey, stick with what's working. He said they're giving us all the room we need to get easy looks in the paint. Let's keep working the ball inside. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Houston leading by 7. A floater, and Embiid with the block. Rivers against Simmons. Butler feeling it out a bit. Back to Simmons. Pass to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. It gets rebounded by Ennis. Ennis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Back to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. Ennis with the ball. Embiid's there, and he gets it back. Now the pass to Tucker from deep Harden, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 47 points.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The 76ers trail by 10. Outside Butler for the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 25 points for Jimmy Butler.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Harden outside, and Tucker has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Rockets leading by 7. Now here's Rivers. Floats one. And it's Tucker atop the key. Harden outside, 6 to shoot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the middle, Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good. And Gordon also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency a great fit on the Rockets.
You know, he's got that low set shot release, but man, he gets it off with great volume and one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Ennis dishes to Rivers. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Boy, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Gordon against Butler. And it's Gordon penetrating. Here's Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now. And with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Simmons finds Chandler. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Wilson Chandler's a real baller now. I mean, even when you try to get physical with him, this guy handles that beautifully. He's capable of still overpowering you.
And Wilson Chandler, one of those talented guys who's battled injuries, Clark, throughout his career.
He's one of those guys you love watching play because all he does is try to win and make winning plays. He can give you good minutes, not much of a scorer, but he's a better playmaker and a better wing defender now, too.
Free throw no good for Chandler.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Simmons with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Chandler kicks to Butler. The Rockets pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Passes it to Rivers. Back to Gordon. Pass to Ennis. To the paint. And Tucker has it in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. And it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Butler from outside. Unable to get that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Harden right side. And Houston again with the bucket.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
Embiid, the pass to Redick. And it's good for 2. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Rivers against Simmons. Embiid kicks to Redick. Now the dish to Chandler. Down low. Embiid inside, guarded by Harden. Embiid, no good.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That will be foul number 5 on him. .152 left in the 4th quarter. And it's good, 2 points. 14 points for J.J. Redick.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Harden draws the double and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Philadelphia has possession. And here's Embiid. Over Ennis. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 20 points for Joel Embiid.
Tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
Harden draws the double, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Tucker dishes to Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Rockets.
That's just unselfish basketball by Tucker, making the extra pass to set up his teammate.
Simmons finds Embiid. Now Chandler. Back to Embiid. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
1:06 left in the 4th quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. They have a 9-point lead. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Rivers passes to Ennis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Embiid. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the 2nd one. And that will push the lead to double digits. And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 10. 50 seconds left in the game. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Redick against Harden. Redick up top. Simmons against Rivers. Fader on the way. Here's Chandler, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
A solid offensive rebounder. Love how Chandler uses that length of his and his leaping ability to keep plays alive. Very active on the offensive end.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden's shot is good.
Timeout. And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 10. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Butler off the inbound pass. Nene pulls it in. Harden outside. So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.